Hi friends, thanks for joining us on U-Nite Radio. My name's Jake.
And I'm Katie. Hey Jake, a while ago, our friends Jenna and Wesley played the game Two Truths and a Lie. I thought we could play that today to start the show.
Oh yeah, I know that game. It sounds fun, and our friends listening can play too. This is how we play. Katie will list 3 things about herself, and we'll have to guess which one is a lie.
Number 1, I have a dog named Button. Number 2, I lived in South Korea. And number 3, I'm learning Japanese.
Do you think you know which one the lie is, friends? I think it's the third one.
Nope, that one's true.
Really? Then which one is the lie?
They're all true.
What? The things you list can't all be true.
Oh, okay. Here, let's try another round.
Great.
Number 1, my favorite animals are spiders. Number 2, I mix 7 cereals together every morning for my breakfast. Number 3, I go mountain climbing every weekend.
Whoa, is it the spiders? Wait, no, it's the cereals. Who even mixes 7 cereals together? What?
They're all lies.
None of those things are true?
No, I don't even have 7 favorite cereals.
Katie, that's not how you play Two Truths and a Lie.
It is when you play it my way.
Your way?
Yeah, there's 2 more things you have to guess, whether I'm telling all truths or all lies.
But those aren't the rules of the game, and you didn't tell me about your rules.
Well, I wanted to win.
Okay, so Katie was just pretending, right?
Yeah, you knew I was planning on being silly with the rules. But when you're actually playing a game, it's no fun when everyone chooses to play the game their own way.
In games, whether it's a sport, board game, or other game, rules are important because they tell us how the game is played. Knowing and following the rules are part of what makes the game work.
If no one knows the rules, or if players refuse to follow the rules, it's hard to play the game.
Last time, we started looking at the 10 Commandments. And we explored the first commandment. How did we remember the first commandment? If you remember, say it with us.
Put God first. Today, let's talk about the second commandment. You can find it in your Bible in the second book of the Old Testament, Exodus chapter 20, verses 4 through 5.
It says, "You shall not make for yourself a carved image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. You shall not bow down to them or serve them."
A carved image is talking about a statue or any other idea of a fake god, like the sun, moon, even other people or things. Another word for this is idol.
This goes with the first commandment, to put God first. When you put God first, you don't worship anything else because God is the only God.
Another way of thinking about the second commandment is to worship God as the one true God. Can you say that with us?
Worship God as the one true God. Great job, guys.
Maybe you used to worship an idol. Maybe you still have family and friends who worship other gods. This commandment tells you that you should only worship the one true God. You can't worship both fake gods and the real God because God is the only one worthy of being worshipped. Fake gods have been made up by people throughout history. They aren't real, so they have no real power. But the one true God is real.
And he doesn't just have a little power. He is all powerful. He created everything just by speaking. He is the reason the earth spins and the sun shines and the universe keeps running. Without God, none of us would even be here.
And God is worthy of being worshipped because of who He is. He is loving, good, in control, and so much more. He is worthy of being worshipped, and He has the right to give us rules for us to follow.
That's right, but did you know an idol doesn't just mean a statue or a fake god?
Yeah, an idol can be anything you think is more important than God, or love more than God.
Maybe you would say God is the most important thing in the world. But the way you live, how you spend your time, and the things you love most show there is something more important than God in your life.
Maybe you choose a person, hobby, or thing over God. For example, maybe you decide that instead of going to church, you go to an extra sports practice or go to see a movie.
Even if you know God is more important in your head, If you don't know it in your heart, that thing you dedicate more love and time to is an idol.
This doesn't mean you can't love other people or enjoy hobbies, games, or toys, but it means nothing should be more important to you than God.
One way you can see if you are making something more important than God is to ask, do I disobey God's way to get this? Or do I get really upset if I have to pick God over this?
If the answer is yes, you might have made that into an idol in your heart.
This commandment is about worshiping God as the one true God, and isn't just talking about worshiping God instead of idols. It's also talking about what you and I think about God.
That's right. Without reading or studying the Bible, it can be easy to think something like, I think God is like this or that, instead of seeing what God actually says about himself.
God tells us who he is in the Bible. He is the only true God who is worthy of being worshipped. He is bigger and greater than any fake God.
Let's say the second commandment again together. Worship God as the one true God.
Oh, Katie, do you think we could say the first and second commandments together?
Let's try it. Put God first. Worship God as the one true God. We did it!
Awesome! Next time, we'll talk about the third commandment.
We'll see you next time. Bye!
Bye!